Hey boys and girls, my name is Jayne Looney, and I have a very important question for you today. Have you ever had trouble saying some of your letters, like maybe getting them backwards? Well, in this book, Hooway for Wodney Wat, Rodney has trouble saying his R's. Now I'm going to share part of this book with you so you can get a glimpse of what it's all about. Poor Wodney Wat. His real name was Rodney, but he couldn't pronounce his R's. To make matters worse, he was a rodent. A wodent. "What's your name, Wodney?" asked the other students. "Wodney Wat," whispered Wodney. "What's another name for a bunny?" they asked knowingly. "A wabbit," he mumbled. "How does a train travel?" They winked at each other. "A twain twavels on twain twacks," Wodney replied miserably. All of this teasing day in and day out made Wodney the shyest rodent in his elementary school. His squeak could barely be heard in class, and he even gnawed lunch alone. And while the other rodents scurried and scooted about at recess, Wodney hid inside his jacket. Then one day the rodents were taking turns doing wheelies. A new rodent, a very large rodent, named barged into the classroom. "My name is Camilla Capybara. I'm bigger than any of you, I'm meaner than any of you, and I'm smarter than any of you." And then she added, "So there." With that, she accidentally on purpose elbowed an ear, bumped two noses, stepped on three tails, and lay down at a desk. Now throughout the book, you see how really mean Camilla is throughout the next few pages. She shouts out in class. She thinks she's smarter than everyone, answering math problems without even raising her hand. Then it comes time for recess, and Camilla runs over everyone trying to get outside. Well, the teacher, she draws a name out of a hat to see who will get to be Simon when they play Simon Says. Now, you can probably guess who got to be Simon. Yep, you guessed it, Wodney Wat. Now this becomes interesting because Camilla is the only person in the class that doesn't realize that Rodney can't say his R's. So, first, Wodney says, "Weed the sign." So all the other students, they start reading the sign, and it says, "PS 142 Elementary School for Rodents." And Camilla, on the other hand, starts digging up all the weeds around the sign. Now this is very silly, but she does other funny things like whack herself in the head and gives herself a headache. She also plays Wing Around the Wosy and starts flying around like a plane, but she doesn't know what a wosy is. Lastly, or second to last, this is my favorite part. Wodney says, "Wake the leaves." Now all the other students start raking the leaves and having fun. Well, Camilla starts picking up leaves and saying, wake up, rise and shine. Come on, you, up," and boom. It's just funny because she actually thinks that Rodney's telling them to wake up leaves instead of raking them. And lastly, Wodney becomes more confident at the end of the book, and he says, "Wodney says go west." And all the rodents lay on the ground and they take a nap. You can probably guess what Camilla did, but I'm not going to tell you. This book is just it's a great story of how having a disability, such as a speech impediment, can be a good thing sometimes. He kind of took advantage of their bully, and their bully went away. And I just think that's cool for students to see. Again, this book is called Hooway for Wodney Wat. It's by Helen Lester, and it's illustrated by Lynn Munsinger, and it's part of the Houghton Mifflin Publishing Company. You can find this book online mostly. I don't really see it in bookstores that often, but it's one of my favorite children's books growing up, and I definitely think you should check it out. Thanks. Have a great day.